Hi guys, my name is Jordan Guster, and I'm going to be presenting some graphs here on an article that is reading concerning nutritional ingestion for performance. Now, this specific experiment was done experimenting commercially available sucrose glucose supplements to slow-absorbing modified starch. In this case, Gatorade versus UCAN being the modified starch. The purpose of the study was to determine the effect of ingesting a hydrothermally modified starch supplement, HMS, part of UCAN, before and during cycling, and the effects on performance, metabolism, and gastrointestinal comfort. This was done on 10 male subjects, all around the years of the age of 26 years, and the weight of about 75 kilograms, all having 2 years previous cycling experience. Now, this was done through 3 nutritional interventions. Gatorade, the sucrose glucose supplement, was ingested 30 minutes before exercise started and every 15 minutes during the exercise period. ISO-HMS was ingested 30 minutes before also, and still at the same duration every 15 during the exercise. Now, low HMS, meaning that there is a lower dosage, 30 minutes before, and then every 60 minutes afterwards, so they were getting less of it. Now, compared to the graph, the first one here, you're going to be looking at the nausea. It stays pretty much the same for those first 75, 80 minutes, and then once they get into the sprint number where their VO2 max is going to be increased, they're going to be maxing out, redlining a little bit with their effort, the nausea doesn't spike as high as compared to the other HMS dosages, so there's less for the nausea. The mean nausea increased with the ISO and the low HMS versus the Gatorade during the sprints. Now here for the abdominal cramps, as you can see, it stayed pretty much kind of the same. Gatorade a lot lower compared to the HMS dosages, but the mean abdominal cramps elevated with low HMS versus Gatorade during the sprints, as you can see indicated by the open circle there at the end of the sprint number being higher on the graph. Now on this bottom graph here, looking at the reported responses by the individuals, the athletes, that for nausea, Gatorade felt less compared to both HMSs. The abdominal cramps, once again, Gatorade felt less with being the lower HMS as the higher feeling of abdominal cramps. The fullness of the athlete within their stomachs felt lower for Gatorade and higher for both HMS dosages. The perceived effort was more increased with the Gatorade and the low HMS. The perceived tiredness from the exercise was higher for the ISO HMS and about the same, a little bit lower for Gatorade and low HMS. The leg strength, how much they felt that they still had while they were going, they felt they had more for Gatorade and for the low HMS compared to ISO HMS. This is just looking at the gastral comfort with the nausea and the fullness with the abdominal cramps. Now, what this means and how this is relevant to athletes these days is it shows that it's a fingerprint for them. It's not a blueprint. Everyone is very individualized, and it's good to know what works for you. As a performance athlete, you don't want to go through discomfort and focus on that as opposed to the exercise, the competition that you're being a part of. This can help get your mind off it, and if the mind is able to believe what they're doing and being able to help power through, then their body will follow. Thank you very much for your time.